Hi, Nealay. Happy Friday.
Hi, Sam. Happy Friday to you, buddy.
I'm so excited to get to make some wonderful earrings with you today. This design is probably my favorite one you made with our collaborative September bead box. I am so excited.
Me too. I think the earring speaks to my excitement about mid-century design, and I just like geometry in general, and like
Mhm.
speaking from the general shapes of the beads that we picked out, and just the construction of all of the different parts and pieces. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, there's something very special about this earring design. So I'm very excited for folks to see it. It was such an honor getting to collaborate with you on this September box. And I just feel like it had such a nice Nealay touch to it. Of course, we had the beautiful jewel tone greens, but it also had those Nealay mixed metallics and the textures of the wood. And just like, I just love how it came together. I'm just like so happy that we got to do it together.
Me too. I think, well, you guys already have impeccable taste, and so I think I just sort of mixed whatever I enjoyed about design and colors and stuff, and then you guys kind of brought the magic to everything. So thank you for letting me be part of it, and I hope the folks out there are enjoying the box and enjoying creating from all of the different beautiful beads that you guys were able to include in there. And even a little snippet of Silver Silk for those of us that haven't ever tried it, use it before. So they're getting a good experience and the gateway to the world of Silver Silk.
More silver stuff. I mean, it's so fun to work with. I wanted to show you as folks are coming in the bracelet I just made.
Oh, I love that. Oh my
So I
God.
used, of course, our custom pipe chain, which is that beautiful brown with gold. And then I just
Mm.
layered this with all beads from the box. And then I stole a few of the 6 O's from one of our design element add-ons you can purchase separately and just have like a fun like 3.5 strand memory bracelet that I now get to rock and remember the September box with.
It's so beautiful. I also love just instant gratification projects, and so the memory wire is truly, like, a easy win.
Oh,
But,
absolutely.
because the beads match so well together, even though they're so different with the
It
pipe
makes
chain
it makes
too.
it makes it making memory bracelet even easier. Like
Yeah,
I
exactly, because
didn't
you
have to
kinda just
go
dump it into a bead
searching for
soup.
beads.
Hmm.
So I I didn't have to go searching for the beads. I just could pick out, oh, I need that green, that and okay, a little gold, a little wood, and like, oh, I'm done. That was fun. There we go.
I mean, you balanced out all of the different elements beautifully too, though, because it's easy to get gold on one side and green on the other, but once you start to kind of mix it together, it really becomes truly magical.
Aw, I appreciate it. But
So,
today's focus is, of course, the earrings. So I'm gonna switch things on over to you so we
okay,
can
let
dive
me
in
let me
to
swap my
all things
cameras here,
earring.
and let me know if you could still hear me.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay. Well, these are the earrings that we're going to be making today, and I'm gonna show you how to do the one earring, and basically it'll just be a repeat of the other side. And who knows, maybe we might get around to making the other one, and I'll have two sets that I can probably give away. Um, so we will probably have to figure out and work in a way to make this jump ring. I've got some wire and a mandrel, which is basically a Sharpie pen, with me. And so we'll do some light jump ring making. And then we're going to be connecting all of this together with the pipe chain, and then, kind of just having some baubles hang from the jump ring as well as the silver silk. And what's great is this project is quite open-ended. Really, the focus of it is just making the framework with the jump ring and the pipe chain, and then the rest is just sort of whatever your own adventure is for putting this together. But first, I want to cover the materials used for making these earrings, and so I'm going to just drag these out of the frame for now. I've got a pair of wire cutters. I've also got a pair of double flush cutters. So these are going to be great for cutting our craft wire, but you're going to need one pair for specifically making the big jump ring. And then the rest is just going to be used for our craft wire that I'll talk about here in a minute. So have those two things out. You'll also need Probably a pair of round nose pliers along with some chain nose or bent chain nose pliers. So I'm gonna have those out to the side as well. I had mentioned a very special mandrel that will be used for making that jump ring. So I've got a Sharpie. You can use any pen that just has a larger radius around it.
It works perfectly.
It does, and I feel like most people have a Sharpie on hand or somewhere in the house, you know, in that everything drawer. Let's see. I think that's kind of it for tools. Of course, I've got stuff behind me in case I need it, so it's there. And then you'll need some beads, of course, and some pipe chain and some wire. So here I've got my lovely bead mix that's ready to go from the box, which includes our teardrop beads. And Sam, I might have you help me out on what some of these things are.
Yeah, we've got our pear brio here, that beautiful luster finish. I love that you've chosen that as your statement piece here.
Yeah, I want my entire bathroom made out of this.
I know, like a tile, like that'd be so pretty.
Oh my gosh, wouldn't it though? I wonder if it's too late to do that now.
Are you still renovating?
Still renovating, yeah. Still a little bit of a ways to go, but hey, it's getting there.
Yeah, and then you've also got your English cuts in the 10 millimeter size. One of my, I think probably my favorite bead in the box. I'm obsessed with these.
Yeah, I love these, and I love the English cuts for sure. They're just so pretty to work with and so gorgeous. So have those, and then I've got the wood beads.
Yeah, these are the 8 millimeter rosewood beads that have a lovely little fragrance to them, and that beautiful wood grain, of course, as well. Go sniff your beads.
I'm smelling the beads right now. I'm not even lying. Okay.
And then you've got the 4 millimeter fire polish, which are clear crystal with a gold lining. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I want everything else in my home. My door pulls, my cabinet pulls. That is what I want this to look like.
I know, it's so elegant. I'm so glad we ended up doing that in 2 sizes for the box.
Oh, me
Which,
too.
by the way, folks, we do have more boxes available. So those are at samsbeadshop.com. We have extra September boxes as well as individual extras, like the beads that Nealay is showing here, as well as kind of some add-ons, some other SilverSilk items that we designed to go with the box, some sea beads, some soft flex. Lots to check out at samsbeadshop.com.
You'll need some wire. I really don't know what happened here, so I'm trying to really sort this out in my head. Does this happen to anybody else? Maybe it's just
this
me.
Is cruelty.
I know, it's wire cruelty at its worst. Really, you'll only need a foot. No, probably 2 feet, actually, 1 for each side. So I'm going to cut 2 strands of these real quick. And this is 26 gauge wire. You can use 22 if that's easier. The bigger the wire gets, the more difficult it is to wrap. So that's why I typically like to stick to the 26 gauge.
Okay.
But that's, again, a personal preference, and so it's really up to you. But please don't do this to your wire. I really don't know what happened, and I am so embarrassed by that.
Put the earrings on frame just so we can see what the direction we're heading right now. Awesome.
Is that an okay spot to put it? Can you guys see that?
Perfect.
Okay. The wire wrapping is going to be used for this inside, this pear bead as well, and then the middle wrapping there. So we'll use it in several spots. Now for the pipe chain, we used half of it for our necklace design from last Tuesday, Wednesday. When did we teach it?
Wednesday. The past. Sometime in the past.
Sometime in the past. And here that is right now. So in order to kind of keep with the theme of the using stuff, specifically from the box, I did want to use the other half that I cut away into these earrings. And so you have basically a full 6 inch length that I'm going to cut in half right now. So let's see.
And this is why we included 6 of the cord ends in the box. So you could use 2 of them for the necklace design and then 4 of them for the earring design today. But if you want more, we have
Precisely. Yeah,
more
which,
of both available.
in fact, I need to get those out of the bag. That is very much important to the design. Okay. Hopefully I'm not missing anything at this point, but oh, you know what? I am. Another piece of wire that you'll need. I just grabbed some artistic multicolor wire. This is important because it's the gauge, and I'm using 18 gauge. And what we're
Okay.
gonna do first, because this is where I'm at right now, is we're gonna go ahead and create our 2 jump rings that'll be used at the top of our earring here. So I'm just gonna grab some wire. I'm gonna grab my Sharpie, and I'm going to wrap it around the Sharpie a couple times.
We're making jump rings.
I know. Does anyone else feel like dude? I don't know. With these larger jump rings, you kind of have to make them, unless you just buy them big. But I don't really know of a retail place that would have them on hand. Online, they might be easier, but I feel like making your own is just as equally satisfying. And then I'm just using my flush cutters, my double flush cutters, to gently kind of cut all of these. And I make multiple ones because there's going to be some that look real gross and weird, like this one. And then you'll get a couple perfect ones like this that were cut in the middle of the rings. So don't cut just 2, cut like 4 or 5.
Okay.
And
This
then
would
you
be a
can
great
throw the nubs away and just work with the ones that look good. Okay, that's a
That's
perfect
nice.
one right there. I'm gonna grab my thinner piece of wire and I'm gonna wrap this a couple times around where the seam of my jump ring is not. So I'm gonna hold it to make sure that my seam stays on top here. And I'm going to wrap a couple times, just like this. Okay, and I'm going to cut off the extra bit. Like
And
that.
one tip with the jump ring is if you do have like a nylon block and a nylon hammer, you can work hard at your jump rings a little bit, which can help them keep their shape over time even better.
Yes, absolutely. And that's a great tip, and idea. Mine are currently packed away, so I have no idea where they are, sadly. But that would be 2 things that I would definitely have on my desk and my tools as well. So now
Wow,
I'm just stringing
that was so
on a
nice.
English cut bead, and I'm going to wrap a couple times. And I'm being very, very meticulous with my wire and how much of it I'm using because I really want to stick to the 1 foot amount for each side. And so I'm going to try and use up as much of it as possible in the most, wise and conservative way that I can. So I just wrapped it around a couple times and I'm going to trim it at an angle. And I'm going to use my chain nose pliers to tuck in that end. This is like the quickest and most simple way to make a cute little bauble that you can really attach whatever you want to anything.
I would just spin that. I would just keep spinning that.
No. Well, you kind of have to be careful because there is the seam of the jump ring, so it could fall off later. But otherwise, yeah.
I'll take the risks, Nealay.
It is worth the risk. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down, and you know what? Since we're here and we're doing this, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other one.
So for the original design, you used some pre-manufactured jump rings. I think that they're just a full rig. There's not even an opening, right?
We were talking about this earlier, and I think Tiara Cast probably has something that, which is now quite limited, due to some sad news. But I think if you do get a soldered jump ring of sorts, it should be around the 14 millimeter size.
Okay.
So something to consider.
But I love that you also came up with another option here. With also kind of fun with the multicolor wire.
Yeah, yeah, and what's funny is this color palette just seems to work with the box anyway, so I was like, it's be a good excuse to use it.
I feel like you don't like having your craft materials sitting around. I feel like you either you use them, you gift them or find them a new home.
I mean, any craft supply left behind is so sad and needs to be crafted with, I think. So I love using up what I have available to me in the most hopefully crafty or creative way that I can. But there are a few things that I've hoarded because it hasn't spoken to me yet. Like certain beads and certain things that I've picked up over the years that are a little bit more sentimental than some other types of materials that I might have collected just in passing. But I've got these really cool gemstones that I got from India at one of the shops in I can't remember where. I think we were in Mumbai, and for a short period of time, we were there for like a day, and I still have those gemstones that are still strung on the cotton cord, but I don't know what to do with them because I'm like I want to wear them, but at the same time, I feel like anything I make would never hold up to how amazing those stones look.
Oh, I bet they're gorgeous.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like real stuff. I don't remember what the gemstones are. I think some of them I got like that were more basic ones, but they're faceted just in the best way. Like carnelian and amethyst and stuff. But I did get one of those or several of those tourmaline strands, which are so pretty. The watermelon tourmaline, and one of them is sort of like a darker hue of that type of colorway. It's so pretty. Still have no idea what to do with it though.
Catch us up to what you're working on now.
Yeah, so I am attaching the open cord ends to the SilverSilk pipe chain, and I'm using, of course, the wire there. So for this, what you can do is create a miniature simple loop here at the top. You could wrap it around the jump ring if you wanted to. I feel like it's going to get warped if you do that. So that's why I just kind of like taking things a little bit more delicately and making a simple loop that you can connect the jump ring to. So in fact, we'll do that now. Okay, so I'll just open that up, slide in the jump ring, and then close it back up. And I'll do the same thing to the other side. And because this whole thing isn't supporting as much weight, because it really is just that little bobble, and if you should add weight to that bobble, then maybe wire wrapping it to the jump ring is going to be a better fit for this. But because I'm not for this particular step, I'm just making some simple loops and letting the wire be as secure and sturdy as it is here. Okay, so I trimmed it off at the top, and now I'm just kind of working it in, folding the wire in because I did bend it so that it becomes nice and symmetrical and stays round as such. That's close to the open end cap there.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm going to flip that up and attach it to my jump ring. This gets a little tricky because the wire will want to turn on you, but you can kind of snap it in there and then close it up. And I feel like the bent chain nose pliers are going to be the best for this to really get in there and close it up pretty good. Okay. And that is sort of the thing. Okay, so the other thing you want to pay attention to here is making sure that the jump ring, or the simple loops face in toward the jump ring. That's what's going to make it lay nice and flat and intentional to the shape, like as such.
Nice.
Okay, so when I lay it down, it should all lay flat. Now, it's going to be a little weird because you've got that English cut in there, but otherwise, if the jump ring is laying pretty flat, then you're in good shape. So let's do that to this other one. Okay, and you can even start by making the simple loop first if that's easier. And you want to be relatively small with the simple loop. The 18 gauge wire isn't that thick, and so having a loop that's closer to 2 millimeters is probably more than sufficient for this. And then you just kind of pop that right in and then close it up. Okay, open cap there, and then kind of what I do is I also just kind of press the wires of the pipe chain in a little bit, and that's what helps it sit inside of that cord end pretty well. And then you
Yeah,
just
looks snug there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, same thing on this
I
side.
would totally wear the earrings at this stage.
Say what?
I would totally wear the earrings at this stage. Like, I actually love the look of just the loop, the whole loop of
Oh
pipe
yeah,
chain there.
absolutely. Yeah, you can dress this up or keep it as simple as you want, honestly, because I think the materials kind of speak for themselves anyway, without having to try too hard with decorating and stuff. But because we're here in class, more is more. Okay.
Indeed.
So I'm going to do a few wire.
I think you might have gotten muted there, Nealay.
Yes,
There you go.
yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't press the mute button, so I'm so sorry. I think my computer's doing wacky things.
Well, we have you back. We're good.
Okay, good. So sometimes you might get a few of these little wire bits at the end here, and I would recommend go ahead and plucking them off because they're just going to get in the way of crimping. Or in this case, tucking, which is what we're doing into our little end cap here. And then we're ready to make our simple loop. So I'm going to fold this wire over, just like that. I'm going to trim it about 1/4 inch, and then go in with my pliers and start to make this round as such. Okay, it's very dainty. All right, and I'm going to open it up.
Necklace. Like, I could totally see that as a cool necklace piece.
Oh yeah, like a little component to a necklace. Definitely.
Like that, the English cut in the jump ring looks like a very finished valve that I could see as you could put one at either end of a section of pipe chain.
Oh, that would be a cute idea. I like that. Okay, so now I just need to adjust my simple loops to make sure that they're pointed in. And that way my design here will lay flat. It looks like I've got a little extra bit of a gap there. And because Sam and I were talking earlier about being perfectionists, so we must fix this. Not gonna work. That is not acceptable for us.
Not meeting your standard. Okay, we're here.
Yep. Okay, let's do that again. And guys, I take stuff apart all the time. There is no shame in wanting your work to be better. And so I would leave and encourage you with just striving to do better, because I get that instant gratification is great. Like, it's nice to have a project that you just make quickly and you're done. But then there's also refinement and taking that design to that next level where you're not only just proud of it, but you know how much work went into your personal developing, honing your skills and trying to do better. And so just, taking some extra time to pay attention to these things, I think will just help you go the extra mile with your design work. All right, so there we go. Got a couple of earrings in the making. So at this point, I'm gonna wrap my little teardrop bead, and I really forgot how I did this, so I'm going to just do some guesswork here. I'm gonna trim my wire in half because I really don't need this much. Still working with the 2 feet length that we had from earlier. But I think what I did was I lifted one side up and I lifted the other side so that they kind of crisscross. And then I think I remember making a loop with one of them as such. And before I finish out the loop, I probably will want to tuck it into my jump ring and then start to like fold all of this stuff in on itself. So let's do this. And this is going to be very awkward, but I'm sure there's a better way to do this. It's just I forgot what I did.
And what's lovely, there's so many perfectly fine ways to wrap a brio.
I did, and Andrea Bieber sure does know how to do that perfectly, or probably even Sarah Lovecraft, but like, was I paying attention during their class? No, I was busy talking. Oh, you know what? I still have that open seam of the jump ring. I could just probably tuck it in with that, but since we're here already. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Okay, I have one other idea that I bet could work pretty well. Because, and this is like the cheater way of doing it, which I know there's many of us out there. I'm going to make a simple loop out of this. And then I'm going to wrap the rest of it to make it appear as though I have done a wire wrap loop. Isn't that just sneaky of me?
Yeah, I mean, that's not too abnormal from usually for the normal brio wrap. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're not wrapping the other side to
No,
the top point.
I really took the level of cheating here to an extreme.
That my brio wrapping hands are shaking right now.
I know. I'm just like I feel bad for you. I feel bad for me, but I think it'll be okay. Okay.
As someone who does love to wrap a brio, and I get very particular about
How
it.
many rules have I broken today so far? It's been a
Even
Friday.
just taking that extra wire end for anyone watching the class, like it is very good for securing your brio. As you have
Yes,
your
yeah.
wire across, wrapping one or two loops, and then finishing your brio wrap with your remaining long wire is a good.
And I think what I could have done was probably finish that up first before even attaching my jump ring onto it, but I didn't think about that early enough.
That's okay. You're just trying to make me shake, Nealay. It's okay.
Your brio wrapping hands are shaking is like the best quote for today. And I do wonder, because since we're here experimenting and I've got 2 earrings, I could see about possibly moving this down and having that ring fit, but I think it's going to be too secure to do that. So never mind. That's going to stay up there. Okay, we're just going to move on. Things will be fine.
Will they, Nealay?
I think it'll be fine. Okay,
I'm
so I'm
totally
gonna
kidding.
wrap this around.
Yes! Yay!
Did I do this right? Oh, I think I am doing it right.
You make me so happy, Nealay.
Oh, thank God. I just needed some encouragement. But you don't want me to make a single loop on this one side, right? That's the idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna try and do this the right way because Sam wants me to do this correctly.
I'm so happy right now.
I know you are, but like, how am I gonna make this stay in here? Am I gonna be able to, you guys? I need some.
Nealay, I believe in you.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Theoretically, it shouldn't be that different at this point.
You know, I think things are gonna be fine today. Like, I know I've had some mishaps and I've had like questionable things happen to me today, but like if I could just have an easy win, I think this brio wrapping would be it.
I think you're nailing it.
I hope so. Okay, I did it. Look, oh my god. Should I go back and do the other one because I'm really ashamed of it.
You're incredible.
I'm growing. I'm growing and I'm learning.
We just have to get you to wrap a brio like every other time you wrapped a brio.
Oh my god, but look at this. Like, what the heck? Okay, we're gonna. Do we have time? Do I have time to rewrap this?
That's up to you.
Okay, I say yes because this is
You are cracking me up today.
This is not okay. I have more wire too, so it'll be fine. You know what? I'm gonna wish some Good Friday vibes to everybody out there that's watching and just thank you for your love, support, and encouragement. There'll be lots of mishaps in jewelry making, but we as a community support each other and our mishaps, and the teachers are not perfect. Trust me.
And that's what makes you perfect, Nealay.
Aw, Sam. You were so kind to me. You're so nice. You're such a nice person. Okay, so I need to make sure that I'm wrapping this correctly. And then I'm just gonna do it a few times so that it starts to kind of really stay sturdy up there.
Oh, what a beautiful brio wrapping.
Oh, thank you. We're gonna look back and we're gonna be like, remember that time, Nealay, whenever you almost screwed up a class?
That is not how I would categorize it, but I'm so happy now.
Remember that one time? We're gonna be like 65 or some like really like far down the future age, and we're gonna think back on this class that we did together.
Well, the reason I find it funny is because I know you know how to properly wrap a brio.
I know. I'm just being lazy. Not good.
And you literally had such a lazy moment. I was like, nah.
But you know, this is a formal class. That is no excuse. We need to do this correctly. I used to have a professor that would do that too. He would look at my work in graphic design and he'd be like, you can do way better than this. Like, what the heck? And so he would make me start over. So that's really the principle that I should uphold with myself. Okay, there we go.
I would never be that stern. That's a lot.
It's pretty extra for sure, but it's worth it. And it is, you know, you get a better product out of it, just like I did here. And it's nothing that I'm going to be ashamed of talking to someone about in the future. So, okay. So the last couple steps here are to make this bauble, which is just a simple loop. Thank God. But all it is you just string that gorgeous 4mm crystal check bead, one of your like delicious smelling wood beads, which I need to go back and resmell because it was pretty cool. And then one of your English cut check beads, and then yeah, I'm just gonna fold it over. And the thing with this one is we gotta make a pretty big loop because it's gotta be supported by the pipe chain, right? So I'm gonna say start with 3/4 of an inch that you trim down, and then work back from that. So if we're doing a 3mm, you can even eyeball it on your round nose pliers, and it's about right there for my particular pair. So you can definitely mark this with a little marker, Sharpie or something. Probably that Sharpie that you had on hand earlier.
I would say that Sharpie came with multiple uses today.
I know, I know. I feel like I should get product placement from Sharpie, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
They can send you all the colors.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Just like send me some free Sharpies, Sharpie, if you're watching. So as you can see, I made a giant loop there, and then you lift up pretty high because it's gonna have to go through kind of a thicker chain here. And then once you get it in and get it through in there, simply just fold it right back. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and do the other side here. Okay, there we go.
I challenge you to wear all of these earrings at once.
Oh my god, I don't have enough pierced ears for this. I might have to get some clip-ons. That's really the key.
Who said I had to go on your ears?
Oh, I guess that's true. I could just wear them on my hand, like between each finger.
Like a what?
Challenge accepted. But wait, I gotta finish this first. And in fact, I also have to get some earring hooks, which I have sitting over there at the side. Okay, 3/4 of an inch, which that seemed to be the magic formula from before. So I'll trim that down, take it there, and then stick it into your plier pretty far in, and then start to fold it in. If you end up trimming your head pin kind of shorter by accident, I would probably encourage just getting a new one and then straightening out the head pin you used for another head pin opportunity. I think this is one of those things that it's got to be like perfect the first time around. Okay, open that up. String in the earring hoop. Maybe.
Jennifer's cracking me up here.
I think I need to open it up further. I know I really haven't taken much serious, like I haven't taken this much seriously at all, but I'm trying to, and I think I'm recorrecting myself because I'm in a silly mood, but I do take this stuff kind of seriously. I should. And I think I'm just kind of buoyant and happy because I get to spend a class with you. So my intention is to goof off when I know I should not be doing that.
I know we'd be the two kids in class that just are not going to stop talking no matter how many times you tell us to shut up.
We will cause some sort of trouble for sure if we were in class together, and we would just be giggling the entire time. I need to get a pair of earring hooks real quick.
All right, hold please. Nealay's coming back. Hold please.
I'm coming back. But I'm trying to find the right color. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna grab some for my own stash. That's what I'm gonna do.
I really like this design.
I have some gold ones.
Gosh, this would be so cool. I could show you how many colors of pipe chain we have in the shop these days. Okay, we're gonna take a brief intermission while Nealay's.
Okay, yeah. Do you want me to? Well, really, the only thing is I gotta put this thing on, and then I gotta figure out a way to put them on my hand, so we can take an intermission.
Quick intermission. Rachel went and looked at all the different like pipe chain colors that we have in the shop these days. Look at all this beauty. Like we've done. This is just some of the months we've done together, and some of our favorites. So we have all these gold options. We can have gold on a light blue. We did that for, I believe, our Waltz of the Flowers. For the Alice in Wonderland, we did this beautiful black and red combo. And then for my blue lovers, check out this double blue combo we did. For our purple lovers,
go wrong with blue.
We did purple with silver, and I believe it was like a hematite with purple wire. For some pink lovers, we blended some hot pink with some purple. I think Sarah would love this one.
Oh, heck yeah.
And then, of course, we have the cord ends in a few different finishes. If you want the official cord ends that Nealay makes that like match perfectly with all of his other findings, you can get those directly from his website, SilverSilkOnline.com. Everything I'm showing here is from samsbeadshop.com. These are all Sam's Bead Shop exclusive chains that Nealay makes in limited batches for us, and they're just so pretty. So if you've not collected them all, now's your chance. These are all ones we still have in stock, and some of them Nealay's restocked for us very kindly. So a little shout out for those.
Okay, I don't know if I did this very efficiently. I'm sitting here goofing off as you're like trying to, you know, really talk great things about SilverSilk and all the things that you carry. And I'm sitting here goofing off. That won't go on my thumb. So I'm going to say pinky. Like, does this count as wearing all of the earrings at once?
I think so. Wow, what a stash of earrings.
Yes, I actually made them correctly too. So I'm very proud of myself.
Wow, look at all those earrings.
So many great earrings. But
This is
yeah,
such a gorgeous take on the box. I love how you really kept geometry and like kind of styling really at the forefront of this one.
Yes, yeah, you know, it's important for, well, I wouldn't say it's important. The flavor that I was feeling for myself today was, or especially when creating this particular set of earrings, was just to show off the materials. And because I'm using a combination of materials, I didn't want to go over the top with, oh, hi, Jennifer. I didn't want to go over the top with technique with the construction of this necessarily, just to, you know, make sure that the materials are all shown off in the best format. And even though I'm using as many materials this time around too, these are extremely lightweight. So you're not really going to feel them. Like my hand was wearing 4 earrings and it was still very lightweight.
Oh yeah, your hand sure was.
I'm going to turn it around to my face and I'm going to see if I can actually do this. Here. There we go. I might the top of my head. Please. Can I do this? I can. That's like, it's just another way to wear them.
All right, guys, I'm zooming in on Nealay one more time so you guys can get a screenshot. That is too funny. Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
This was so fun, Sam. Like, I just needed a good laugh.
Me too. Thank you for this, Nealay.
Oh, so Kimberly's asking, is the tubing silicone or latex? And the answer is silicone.
Yeah, we always put a rubber like warning on it, but as far as we gather, it's mostly silicone, right?
Yeah, in fact, this particular tubing, it's used like and distributed through big box, or it might still be. I haven't checked a big box store in a long time because I shop for my friends, but it's the same like tubing that you can get for jewelry making. That's just plain anywhere, but mine's got that SilverSilk on it. So, well, yours does too.
It's your SilverSilk. I just get to hold it.
Well, and you get to design the color, so that kind of puts you in some sort of a employee category, right?
Yeah, I suppose. All right, I'm gonna wear my SilverSilk. I've got my bracelet from the box.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put on my necklace, actually. All 2 of them.
Kimberly's asking if it's okay to use it if you have a latex allergy.
I'm just very concerned about the allergies against rubber anyway, but maybe some of the other silkies who have experienced using it and haven't had any issues can probably speak toward that. I myself have no allergies particularly, so for me, like, using all the materials is fine, but I know that that's not okay for some people. So I would just caution that if you do, it's probably good to not take the chance.
Okay.
But
earrings.
If you love SilverSilk, Sam also has the flat mesh bundles, which work great in design. And so it was great that, like, if folks are concerned about some of the materials used in the pipe chain, then you know, he carries another style altogether, another line of flat mesh SilverSilk that you can use in your designs.
Totally. Yeah, the flat mesh is super fun. I love ever since you did the flat mesh on a memory bracelet, I love weaving it in.
Yes, it's one of my favorites.
Such a cool idea.
It's so easy and so gratifying, and just a fun way to add in a little texture to some beadwork.
Yeah, that class was back in February using the Purple Majesty box. If you're looking for some inspiration, check that out. And then Nealay also carries similar to the pipe chain and a leather line, so that'd be great for folks that are worried about latex.
Yeah, there's
mail here. That's like
a visitor. Is it the mail person? Are we gonna get like a little show tune dance thing like they do in the old school TV shows?
What was it? Usually it's a delivery. Usually it's UPS dropping off more beads.
More beads.
It's always more beads.
Hi, Jesse. I don't think I've gotten to say hi to you in person, so I can hear you back there.
Nealay says hi.
How are you there?
Nealay, thank you so much. This was such a lovely burst of inspiration and loveliness at the end of my week. Thank you for also doing class on Wednesday with us. You have just filled us with creative ideas using the September box, which is like what the box is all about. So thank you for bringing that Nealay like extra wonderfulness that where you just have all these ideas and you share, like, thank you for sharing all that with us this week.
Oh, it is so my pleasure. I'm glad I got to hang out with you and with Rachel and with Jesse behind the scenes with all of this. And thank you for including SilverSilk in with Sam's Bead Shop and also this amazing collaboration. You guys are so awesome, so creative, and just you keep bringing that magic box after box. And so it's always a joy to see what folks create with it, with SilverSilk. And it's so inspiring to me.
Thank you, Nealay. I appreciate that. It's one of my favorite collaborations that we do. So we'll keep on doing it and coming up with ever more combinations. I just love all of the SilverSilk. It's just like you need all the colors, every color.
Every color. So many to choose from. And I think it's one of those things also that it's going to match with other boxes down the road because of the color combinations and because of the way that you guys mix things. It's not a temporary product. It's something that can last over time and work with a lot of different products out there.
Totally. So go pick up some pipe chain, some flat mesh. Go check out Nealay's site. Also check out Nealay's YouTube channel. I love everything Nealay designs. And so like, if you just like, I don't know what to make right now, go to Nealay's site, randomly pick a video and make it. Okay. There's your challenge.
And I haven't made an official announcement, but I'm getting ready to at some point. I'm gonna have a December workshop that's gonna be up with information here soon as well on the website. But this was quickly planned and executed, but I'm very, very excited about the designs and stuff that's coming up with that. So be on the lookout for that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's like a bunch of classes with you over Zoom, and they get all the materials too. Yeah,
it'll be 5 classes and then 5 more with guests. So it's going to be like a week-long thing. It's exhausting, but in a great way.
Oh, that's way cool. I got to attend one of your New Year's workshops, and I had a blast doing it.
It was a fun time. And you'll be seeing a lot more of me. I promise I will be more put together and do my wraps correctly. That is my goal.
If you guys, if Nealay starts, not doing the full brio wrap, you gotta tell him.
Get on to me, guys, because that's not okay. Like, I can't have messy wrappings, and I can't be that way. I need to make sure that it's all put together perfectly, kind of like this outfit.
Now you're wearing 2 necklaces. Amazing. Well, this has been a delight, everyone. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Nealay, have an even better weekend. And I will see everyone next week. Well, our week at the shop usually kicks off on Tuesdays. We've got our Tuesday live sale at 5 o'clock Pacific each week. And Nealay's always got fun things going on, so make sure to go follow his Silky's Facebook group and Facebook page to get to know what's going on with SilverSilk.
Yay! Thank you, guys, and make sure to grab that SilverSilk from Sam because those are very custom made for his beads, and it'll be stuff that you definitely want to have in your stash of things as Sam creates more and more boxes down the road.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nealay. Have a great one.
Thank you, guys. See you guys out there. Love all of you.
Bye, everyone.